Sanje Chedan Zoye Jonama Janje Bardo Dane Yazonje Dage Jinso Jibe Zenanje Rola Benjir Zanje Robajo in the Buddha. Semje damje dewa da devi yoda dembara yoroje do yoroje donga me be dewa da me dawa yoroje da nere dove danyon jembola de para yoje may all beings sa je bu ju ju je me do ram me ra le ye ni de jem ba de san ye yen do me de bo lo wa ye zhe ge nam da yin la ye ba jo Ome jojenje barane dusum sanje kun jingo ni ranzam choku ngozon donzebe zawe lama namla ku jan za palden zawe lama reboje tagi juru beme demshul katin chembe kone jesonde kozon to jingo jo za do so da so semjen tam jeji ju mi jing chawara jinje la do so janjup chokto tukje de
Please arouse the altruistic motivation of bodhicitta, and in that spirit, please listen to the teachings.
Any part of the subtle body teaching nangla dropping tsarne nipa handshake cups baba raise.
So we're in the process of discussing the subtle body teachings, and we finished discussing the dropping aspect, and now we're in the midst of discussing the handshake practice.
Handshake la deni meeting chekdang ani being chekdang deni conversation chek so sum doji yores tenani ani being the kola meeting them being ni kasante slap sawara.
In the handshake practice, there's three main sections. The first is called meeting. The second is the practice of being. And the third is the aspect of conversation. And so yesterday we talked about meeting and being.
The Sudan meet chigores kawa being with what sing the yungore who meets who meeting labde and being with what or being itself or being with something.
So the question then comes, if there's meeting, who meets who? what is being met. And also with being, does being imply being with something or just being in itself? And if we're being with something, then what is that we're being with?
What do you think? I think you know already, yeah? The Dubai Labayana meeting Sudan Su meet Chevare Sana. Then Semtang Sorwani Sheba Sem Lakpartu Sem Ki Shebate Tang Sorwa O Da Sorwa Luju Sorwa Inare Sorwa Ring Mangbutua Luju Sorwa Ani Saddle Boregi emotional Sorwa Saddle Bore Sorwa well-being Sorwa or distorted Sorwa Kandar the Sorwa the Semtang Sorwani handshake Jayore meeting Singati.
Basically, to put it concisely, the meeting is happening between the mind and the feelings. And there's many different types of feelings. There's coarse physical feelings, there's emotional feelings, there's subtle body feelings, there's the essential feelings of well-being, there's distorted feelings, there's all different kinds.
Healthy feelings. Kariyone feeling tang and mind connection yakujime bayina and churchnare gom jamnare loving kindness gomna and the unified chagimido semdang lu saral body ko ka ro chan connection yakuchagimido de indu tangbo saral body ke practice de meeting de.
If we don't have a good connection between our mind and our feelings, then whatever dharma we try to do, whether it's meditation or any other practice, loving kindness practice, or anything really, it won't come out well because there's a disconnection underneath. And so in order for it to come out well, we need to first connect the mind and the feelings.
Okay. The nibadi beings lare. I have a problem today. I think you give it to me? No, it's okay. Okay. Yeah. 다 남식이 되나? 서로와 가리 용나야. 셰바티 용토 대가랑 라 샤야지요래. 빙디 서로와 대둑 대화 동안 당념 distorted healthy 가리 샤나야. 셰바티 meeting 제사위시구나. Whatever you met, be with that. Whatever you met, and be. Chiktereda, being chik. Whatever, very important word. Whatever you met. I don't know if it's good English or not, but I'm satisfied. Feelings are as your many. Any distorted, healthy, pleasure, unpleasure, lungmaten, takari, you know, nyong toto, shepat hakwa, nyoam, tingala, lener, shashatala, being re. Being chick,
Being chick.
being la nido.
Oh, lasso.
The nido yore, the subtle eona.
Lasso. So the second aspect of being is to be with the feeling that we meet, whatever feeling it might be. um, pleasant feeling, an unpleasant feeling, a neutral feeling, um, distorted feeling, a healthy feeling, any kind of feeling that we meet, that's what we be with. We just be with that in a very raw way.
Rangbao,
In a very sort of natural, um, just as it is kind of way.
look at me. This is feeling. Sometimes not feeling, sometimes positive, sometimes negative, sometimes pleasant, sometimes tried, whatever. So mind usually ignore this. Shh. Shh. Hello, okay. Wow, what is so wonderful, so beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Shh. Om mani padme hum. Sit there. You meditate. No, shh. So we suppressed. Most of the time we ignore, we suppress. Many things we do. So, but it did not transform. But sometimes, for a short moment, look like it's not there, but it is there. So ultimately, if we want to feel very great, open, we have to meet sooner or later. Of course, but sometimes it's too intense. Then I call base camp. So come back to the base camp, do some yoga, chant a little bit of mantra, a little bit of Dzogchen. Come back, and then, oh no. So the main thing is Dzogchen need to born within that, not bring Dzogchen knife and chop this. No. Dzogchen knife will born out of this, or Dzogchen light, or inner nature, emptiness, luminosity, need to come out of beautiful monsters, not something else cut up, chopped it. Then it will not work. Then it will go. You want to chop this? Wow, it's gone. But it's gone here, but not here. Very smart. As soon as you hold this, it's already hiding. So hiding is not transforming, no? Yeah. So meet the raw person, whatever is there. But sometimes too intense, of course, you avoid a little bit. Like a too strong windy, and wind direct to your nose. You have to do a little bit like this, otherwise you cannot breathe. So little like skillful way, not like a avoiding way, but base camp. You look, tomorrow I'll come. Mount Everest, you stay there, okay? Today stormy way, stormy, I cannot see you tomorrow. So come back to base camp, exercise, exercise I don't know, but sleep well, eat good food, raw fish on the tin, tuna. No, that does that. I saw when I was young in a lot of tuna fish can throw in the mountain. All time. Now different. Now they do clean, I think. So, what's the point? Oh yeah. So, carry away. So, yeah, some is very good feeling. Some like this. Some distorted. You know, we human have many things. We have to acknowledge that we are not completely positive or completely negative, no? So mixture. Sometimes high, sometimes down, sometimes flat, sometimes yeah. You know, yeah. You roll, zzz, yeah. Well, how they can do, I don't know. Maybe basket players. Okay, come back to the point. point over lost. So, so this is the mind now. I'll talk about the mind a little bit, not so much. You know mind a lot. So mind, knowing, awareness of mind, aware of this. This one hand. From the mind, cognitive mind, one hand is the feeling. So they met. Handshake means these two handshake. Okay? Look at my arm. Mind, this bit back. Because so many years you ignore. Suddenly, why is today? Blue moon. So, I don't want. So, but normally, bit. Now, you welcome, but it beats you back. When you beats you back, you don't go like that. Unkind. So, want to practice? Kind. Zopa comes kare.
Patience.
Patience. Go back. Zopa. Zokum. Zokum chesana.
Endure or bear with it.
Bear with it. All this is a compassionate practice. Compassion to your beautiful master. Because you didn't treat well. It did not solve the problem. It's unkind to your monsters. So now mind, first time meeting. When the first time meeting, it will beat you back. So there's some pain. So you must bear that pain. Willing to suffer. Still willing to suffer. Is also a mechanism of compassion. Willing to suffer. If you want to practice compassion, I don't want to suffer at all. Go ahead. I'm joking. Then you see, so there's a compassion, there's always suffering. Not easy. That's why 6 paramita team comes. Paramita team. Really. Generosity, patience, generosity. So six lumped together. These 6 go together, 6 go together. All 6 need to have. Tuk yore. Jimbala tuk, sundula tuk. Jimba ki tsutim, jimba ki something, jimba sundu, blah blah blah.
So the 6 all contain each of the other 6. So there's like the generosity of generosity, the generosity of patience, the generosity of diligence. And then patience also has generosity, patience, diligence, and so on. Each one has all the others.
But only generosity alone cannot survive. Other 5 need to come in order to express proper generosity. Or other like that also same. So, willing to suffer, come back. But see, normally we do like this, or we go like that. So keep going. Look at my arm. Is this called arm or hand? Arm or hand? This one? Hand, okay. Look at my hand. Hand is part of arm, no? No joking. So, hand. Yeah. But this doing being means do nothing is being. See? You're not being. You're not being. You're not being. Oh, I want to fix you. This is so good. Monster, I think you should clean. It's not being. Not antidote. So, 4 key points. Not suppressing. I taught that on a guided meditation yesterday a little bit. Not suppressing. Not indulging. Not indulging means you're going together. Monster says, let's go to fight. You say, yes, you're right, we join. So your mind, the feeling says, let's go to fight. Feeling can come. But then mind, oh yeah, we go together. That is intelligent. So, look at me. So this is not taking like this. Then many people misunderstood being means intelligent. Yeah? Hello. Being means, or whatever you go together, that is not being, that is joining. Intelligent. Thank you. I have to check time to time. Then, not suppressing, not indulging, not ignore or running away from it. This is one. Ignore or run away from it, same. Then not trying to fix it. Trying to fix means you are not okay. I'm going to make it happen, make it okay. That means you already throw some poison already, no? You're not okay, I will make you okay. Then you're not trusting. The monster will open up by itself without your manipulation. Because you mind, fixation from the mind, fix it. Whatever monster feels, you start to believe it like that, which is wrong belief. A wrong belief is not kind. Look like kind, but not kind because you're supporting wrong thing. The supporting wrong thing is not so good, no? But at the same time, you have to be kind enough to understand your insight. Otherwise, your insight become like this. I'm going to teach you. You're not okay. Monster, go back. Because monster is so wounded that you keep saying that for centuries. Your thought, you say you're bad, you're no good. I wish I don't have that. Oh, this is a problem. Then always complaining. Thought, reaction from the concept, and from the emotions. There's a two reaction. I will talk about this clearly. Two kinds of reaction. One is emotional reaction. One is what? Cognitive reaction. Based on subtle body imprint. Yeah? So not doing these four things is being. One time I was in Germany.
Germany.
I still cannot make it. Teresa wrote me Nepali German. Okay. Nepali is the person. Nepal is country. German is the person. Germany is the country. They are opposite. Even the language. So I have to make good example, So I always confuse around that because I learned Nepali first. Okay, Germany. Oh yeah, Germany. I was in Germany. I went from Frankfurt to Delhi. So there is a old friend of mine, family. I think like a old rich kind of family. They invite me to have some banquet, and so I was a little late because airplane. So I came. They already start. So someone came, and then I went to their place. I was looking who is the host. So I was looking here, and suddenly one lady was coming towards to me, very tall, wearing sari. You know sari. She was looking at me. I thought, oh, that's the host. So where she walked towards to me, it's like a bamboo. Beautiful sari, little tall, and then So actually, I don't know how bamboo works, but image came like bamboo. So then, of course, I came from Germany. I extend my hand because in Germany we handshake very stable and tangible and solid. Yes, good. So feel very good, no? Like you did the hug, whatever, very nice, very confirm. Yes means yes, no means no. So very, I like that because I live in opposite side. Yes, 100% no sure is yes or no. So I shook her hand like a German style, but I cannot find her hand. She under the sari, she gave me her hand, and I shook. Well, I thought she would do like that, but she just gave her hand to me, and I shook it. Embarrassed,
Embarrassed.
embarrassed. Yeah. But it was exact example of handshake practice. My hand was monster. Her hand was the cognitive being mind and being. So anyway, then they drive me back. So so like this, little bit like this. So I thought, yeah, I make this example easy. See, eventually less because we trust with this loving kindness kind of. Not anymore. Not going to teach you. I'm not going to suppress you. I will not run away. And that message you will get here. That honest message. Whether you are honest or not is whether you are willing to suffer or not. If you are willing to suffer, that means the monster will know, oh, this is honest. Yeah? So a little bit of willing to suffer. So eventually, see, sometimes, see, look at my hand. Handshake. But not at the beginning handshake, no. Okay, like this. Or sometimes like this. Then you say, oh yeah, let's talk. No. Conversation not yet. Just feel. Imagine if you have wounded friend. The best thing is just being with them, no? For a while. With the good motivation. Just stay. Willing to suffer for a while. You cannot act, you're so smart. Smart no use sometimes. Even sometimes correct information also no use. Only helps is care. The care is being. Care is being. Caring is expressed as being. Sorry, my English is shortcut. Care represents. Yeah. You will have a lot of her like this. Good sign. Very good sign. Cry a little bit. Good sign. No cry, also okay. But oh, I have to cry because Rinpoche says cry is good sign. If you have that kind of thought, what do? Handshake that thought also. Don't reify that thought. Hello. So while you're handshaking with some emotion, and then one strong thought came, what shall you do now? Handshake this or this? Huh? This. Forget about this. Just turn hello, handshake this one. When that open up, what are you going to do? Huh? Where are you? Oh, super. Be with second B. There's two kinds of B. One B with this, and then something came here. What do you call? Um, Telling story. This is not going to work. This handshake will not going to work. That thought came, and this thought has a little bit of tea bag also, emotionally attached. So this both is now telling story towards the first one. So it's up to you. You handshake the up one or a little bit of emotional one. Just every thought carries some emotions, almost. So this two story, this is monster. You handshake, then poof, sorry, two story came, two reaction. One is thought, one is emotion. And this thought has a long Taj Mahal tea. Taj Mahal tea pack. Sometimes very long, you almost don't see it, but it's there. So you handshake this one or this one, up to you. Whatever is more obvious, you handshake that one. So when that gone, because handshake it open up, what shall we do? Where we be? Shall you go back here, looking? Maybe it's gone already. Where I was handshaking this one. Where when? Or you be right away there. Thank you. Very good.
Can I ask
I
just
think
one question?
maybe not,
Okay.
because you explained it so well. The joking. Yeah. So one being is like that. I want to finish. I want to make sure. So check whatever with be kare yona dile. Ti trust hadu yang being jiore. Ti inji miji ya dogo yo mare. Rewind chigo yo mare. Koron kawa yalna ya. Kawa open china open de gangla. Shashar. And just wait. Maybe monster come back. Maybe not. Maybe just monster come and then also elaborate. Monster might feel, wow, I like that space where you are in. Shall I join? Then you say, let's see. I will talk to my wife.
Being dangbosanani, chignyamdo being
Chignyamdo?
dangchik, ani nipasanani
Yalsa.
yasala.
Yasala. Me yazala not.
Kayam.
Yeah.
Mixe kayam me palabi.
Being nidwa.
So we could distinguish two kinds of being. The first is with something, whatever it is. And then the second kind of being is when that thing dissolves
Open up.
or opens up, there's a space afterwards, which isn't with a particular thing. It's after it's opened or dissolved, there's another kind of being without being with a particular thing. And we shouldn't, if something dissolves, we don't have to go chasing after it somewhere and find something else. We can just be in the space in which it's dissolved.
What do you want to call this space? You want to give a fancy name? You want me to give a fancy name, or just space enough? Huh? Yeah. There's few degrees of fancy names. So, few philosophical fancy names. Few viewpoints of fancy names. So I think we don't go there now, yeah? We see, I will give you a little bit. As long as you're caught up in that fancy names. Again, detach. Detach. Not called detach?
Disconnected, detached.
Disconnected.
Yeah.
All here. Then you create conceptual space in the concept. Become conceptual space. This is experience, no? Yeah, yes.
Yesterday I was doing the dropping,
Right.
and I had a sensation in my chest or heart area. I couldn't identify it as something good or something bad, or just some kind of sensation.
Right.
So I went and I did the handshake,
Oh, good.
and it was like a flush came over me. It rushed up a great sadness around my eyes.
Right.
I thought I was going to start crying,
Right.
but I didn't. But I just was with that
Right.
for a little while,
Right.
and then it sort of dissipated.
Right.
But I had no idea. Like, it wasn't I was angry about something,
Right.
or it was nothing concrete.
Right.
It was just a feeling
Right.
that or a sensation. I don't
Right.
even know how to describe it.
Okay, you're describing.
And then it was gone.
Right.
And, I meditated later again, and it was still gone.
Yeah, good.
You try to look for it, but it
No,
wasn't there.
don't look for it.
No, no. So you don't always know what the beautiful monster's about, even?
Yes, yes.
Is that true?
Yeah. Sometimes know, sometimes don't know. Sometimes different things.
Because more times than not,
More times than not.
when I do the dropping,
Mangchua.
Okay.
when I do the dropping, and I go and maybe something will come up to handshake, it seems like a physical body response.
Yeah, that's good.
This wasn't like that exactly.
Yeah.
This was different.
Okay, good.
But a lot of times it's like, oh, my neck is killing me
right.
from sitting.
Yeah.
And so if there's nothing else, I'll handshake that. But this was just different, so
Okay.
thought I'd ask
Yeah,
about it.
very good. Yeah. Keep going. No need definite definition. Part of process. If I say good, you will cling it. If I say no good, you will upset it. Yeah, just process. It's called gomgi. Gombi kita. Gombi nyam sing jore. Mangota amara shagre.
There's a term for this called nyam, which means like a meditation experience or mood that happens, and there's all kinds of different nyams that come.
In English or Tibetan? Am I meditative mood? Yeah. Nyam.
In English? Yes, please. It's just like N-Y-A-M. Nyam.
In Tibetan? No joking, no need. Nyam.
Nyamasa nyam.
We have for three. Goa. Nyam. Goa. Tokpa. Gonyong Toksara. kowa nyowa tokpa ta nyowa jebe kapsula kowa te kosar ta te nyondu te nyam damla jengure yasekre
Nyongi kapsu
nyong kapsu nyam tembu mendo tokpa jebe kapsula te ta pe refined tawchwa dik kapsu a little bit like kakwa physical imbato kakwa subtle body imbato kakwa emotion imbato kakwa te moto good sharp and short almost like pet. Yeah.
There's 3 phases that we move through. Understanding phase, the experience phase, and then the realization phase. And the second of these, called the experience phase, is when what we've understood starts to actually happen in our direct experience. And this is when all the different nyam, or moods and experiences, come one after another. And their characteristic is to be unstable. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes mental, sometimes emotional or subtle
Sometimes,
body.
I got it. But actually, maybe not. Maybe yes. So, nyam tokpa mix in yungre.
It's also the experience and realization can be a little bit mixed.
No, I have this, like what you, sometimes I have very beautiful experiences. Then I went to see Tuguji Rinpoche. He was staying there, talking with people, wait for right moment to talk to him. Because he's busy always, yeah. So, but he's a very kind person, kind to everyone, kind to me, kind to person. Even he's sick, he see people, every kind of people, you know. And then he give a lot of money to little poor people. He immediately give whatever he have. The first person give money to him, and on the fourth thought it's gone already. He gives someone, you know. So I stood there waiting for talking. Then I got suddenly nobody, he and me alone. So I talked my experience, my nyam. It was nyam, I think. I thought it was something special. So I first he listened very carefully. Then I talked a little longer and longer. And then you look around, look around, and sometimes he lick something. You know, some food is not finishing. Then suddenly he asks out of contact questions. How's Nepali now? How's King now? King is doing okay. So I never got like perfect confirmation from him. He's not saying good. He's not saying bad. He sort of listen. Many times like that. They say keep going, keep practicing. They give a little bit new teaching, how to change that. But he didn't say, oh, your experience is bad. But he never say, your experience is excellent, that's it. Now I feel very lucky because if you say that, I will hold on that like a rock, no? Wow, this is a good one. Then you expect that all the time. What Guju Rinpoche told me, good one, must be good. So you want that one in every meditation you do. Oh, I want that one. Oh, I want that one. Oh, it's not happening here. Where this one? Oh. So then you lost whatever arise is your meditation. What's the point? Hmm? That's the other one. Oh yeah, handshake. So you know this hand quite good, yeah? And the reaction to reaction. So I'm sure you know this this language. One is called imprint, yeah. This, and then imprint happens in our life. We don't know when. Some we know, some we don't know. Some very young time. Some may be karmic imprints. Some may learn habitual pattern from this life. Some imprint healthy, some are not healthy. Some imprint are like a distorted imprint I call beautiful monster. But some beautiful monster are wounded, some are not wounded. Many things. We usually call in the Buddhism we call sleeping imprint. Pagnyal. Pagnyala, paji nyal dingadila. Pagnyal ki tipa, pagnyal ki mangpu yorwa.
It's like dormant obscurations, dormant imprints. There's many things that are dormant.
Then something happened, it triggered. Okay? Similarity triggered. After triggered, what happened? Wake up. We call activate. All this automatic, boom, boom, boom. So almost out of our control. Boom, boom. But now, practice meditation with the help of mindful awareness. Then we can do something. Where we can do at the moment, at the level of reaction. We have a control. But at the moment of activation, almost no control at the beginning. Boom, boom. I have an airplane trauma. At the level of reaction, I have a control now. But at the level of activation, triggered, I don't have control. But I don't mind now. I sort of enjoyed it. One time I almost died, airplane, almost crash. But I went back, same place, same kind of airplane. Little bit fear, of course, but no sweat. Not holding seat belt like a tight, holding like that. No, just ooh, yo, ooh. Still I can talk. I don't mind going back and forth. Small, tiny, 18-seater airplane in between the mountain. But that left me about 6-7 years. I reified everything one. The triggered, the what do you call?
Turbulence.
Turbulence, and the imprints, and the what? Reaction, emotion, and cognitive, all one lump, like a rock. You believe it. Cannot separate. Eventually, I separated. Then I found space. This is part of conversation. But not too early. First we have to practice kindness to be, understand, feel, connect. I lost my point again. This I know. That's the big one. But I want to say something. I'm trying to bring here, the football, trying to put on the what?
Field.
Goal. So halfway I lost. Whom to give it? It will come. Yeah, now I can understand. So when you do like this, like a reaction time, we have power on the reaction. So I'm using this a little bit of modern psychology language, and we have that also. But sometimes modern psychology language is more precise. Nganzuki, pangyal, ti yul jentang tena langre laur. Trigger kajalame jentang trace.
In the traditional language, it's said that the dormant bakcha, bangangi
Pangyal ki
bakchakra,
bachakte.
the dormant pattern meets with an object, and that's the condition for arising or getting activated. So the word trigger, for example, is not used specifically.
But it's exactly the same, no? Triggered, similar event triggered, activates, and it become experience. Yeah. And then this, if you, okay, now you want to handshake. Where do you want to handshake? Do you want to handshake with activation, or do you want to handshake with a reaction? Yeah, so that up to you. Sometimes, because we are not so clear, reaction or activation is almost like mixed up. So don't worry, no need to so precise. Wait. Which one is reaction? Which one is activation? You go confused. So just somewhere, wherever they are strong, just handshake there. Maybe reaction, maybe activation. But sometimes it can be very clear. Oh, this is a reaction. Now this is activation. This is reaction. So trying to handshake the activation, maybe reaction drop. If reaction not drop, then you have to handshake the reaction. Don't worry about activation. When you handshake the reaction, you being with the reaction. When the reaction open up, what happened? This is very interesting for me. Like, and it will not reinforce. The reinforce and not reinforce is what? De-reinforce.
Just
No?
not reinforce.
Deactivate it, activate it, or de-reinforce. No? Reinforce or not reinforce? Yeah. Huh? Not reinforce, yeah? Unreinforce?
Yeah, Mari.
Yeah, Maria, okay. It's a language. Reinforce is coming from where? Reaction. Great. So when you are not reacting, reactions start to dissolve, because you are not sending the fuel to the monster. And slowly monsters start to loosen up. So Buddhist meditation and any form of healthy meditation, I think immediate effect is on the reaction. This we have a control. And through that mindfulness, awareness, meditation, kindness, whatever, understanding, then it's less, because you're not giving any fuel. In bad language, we stop, what do you call? Nowadays you use this language a lot. Maybe you don't want to know. Uh, boycott. Because you're not, reaction is boycotting. Not like, sanction, sanction. Sanction. Yeah. So every time, boom, 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 one pump. Every time, boom, yes. So then you're making more stronger, and then they become like a rock. So every time, boom, 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 mindful came. Oh, hello. Relax. And this open, and this also open, eventually. So this two connected, reaction and the monster itself. You okay with that? Do you want him to repeat? I'm giving you a very hard position. No? Yes, no, you don't like my English? I think you understood. Yeah. So okay. Very good, went well. Oh, we have time. So you want to know this hand a little bit? We know this hand quite good already. This hand la general term la sem segre yiki sheba nana yiki sheba. General terms mind like that, sem like that. Tini sheba segre ta. Tini sheba dela ani kunzupki dembe wang jurbi namshiki ngo jurbi sheba yore dela tarakashi yore. Tini sheba nyungmi sheba korangshin ke sheba luminosity saltongi rangshin jurbi nyungmi sheba chi yore es. Yawa chena nido.
Yewasana ni kunzop ki nyamchi da nyumi sheba ni.
Kunzupki wangdu sharugi kunzup dembi rangshin jurbi sheba namshi es.
Dramindra yore.
Namshi la namshi tawa rakpa yoro.
And so the mind hand, so to speak, is, we use a general term, sem, which means mind. We also use the term mind consciousness sometimes, out of the 8 consciousnesses. There's one called the mind consciousness, which is a normal type of cognitive or conceptual knowing. And this falls under a relative type of consciousness, a consciousness that it expresses itself in a relative truth. And there's many subtle and coarse dimensions of that. And then there's a whole other category of mind that's called the natural mind, which is empty clarity, and so forth. And there's many names for that. So there's basically 2 divisions: relative consciousnesses, and then the ultimate natural mind.
The ultimate bhashani relative di la nala yewa cheona ani yewa mangbo yore ina ta zora ngaragi le lawo do jina yi yong yore is.
So we can set aside this ultimate natural mind,
The
and
sani
just,
yongore.
it'll pop up again tomorrow.
Zoshin shewe kapsula zoshin sheba tingo shegore is yore.
In the context of great perfection practice, that's the type of mind that needs to be recognized. And so for now, we're talking about relative consciousness or consciousnesses, and there's many different ways it's divided and chopped up, but I like to use a simple 4-part way.
Modes, right?
Yeah.
So relative mind, relative. No joking. Relative mind expresses into 4 ways. I think you know this already. Very simple, but good to remind. Knowing mind, and thinking mind, and awareness of mind. Yeah, this one a little tricky. And clarity. Knowing,
knowing, thinking, awareness, and clarity.
One more time.
Knowing, thinking, awareness, and clarity.
When I repeat, it's not that you don't know, you know, but more repeat it will stay. That's why every day repeat 3 times, bodhicitta 3 times, but we did 2 times. So knowing here is automatic. Means you learned that before already, and now you just know. Many, every day we have that kind of thing. So many, no? You just know. So what is this? Ball, gong. Some say ball because they didn't hear the sound yet. And some say sound already. Oh, this is a gong. So actually, it's ball and gong. So you just know. Oh, the flower. No.
Let's go.
So romantic. Too big. So rose. Oh, sorry. What is this? See, it's automatic. What is this? Flower. What kind of flower? Rose. So you know that, no? You learned that already. So do you think is this in order to know flower, rose, do you think or not think? So thinking is different from knowing? Are you sure? So in order to know, you don't need to think, no? Yeah? So just know. So what's the use of thinking? Something you don't know, you want to know, you think. That is the purpose of thinking, no? So what is the thinking and thought are same or different? Different, yeah? So I see, like, sometimes, we have so many thoughts, but we are not thinking. Thought came. Sometimes thought came, you think about that thought. Quite okay. But sometimes rush hour of thought came. And we just like a too big. Oh no. More example, I think. The last time I had a very small one here. What happened this time? I think it's impermanent, no?
When you say thinking, would there be when you mention thinking instead of thought, is that you're discriminating in some way? You're putting okay.
Yeah. I'm differentiating between just thought past a habit and you deliberately you are thinking. We are almost occupied by the thoughts. And we are not using so much thinking power sometimes. Because so many things provoke the thoughts also, triggers. So most of the distraction is coming from just rush hour thought. And you want to think here purposely, but no power. So Buddhists also teach how to think, but don't worry about what the thought came. More relaxed about the thought, but not blocking thought. Then there's a problem. So we'll talk about that also. So you know, so you know between thoughts, thinking, and knowing. Yeah, you know this already before. Just refresh a little bit. And this one, little bit time, awareness. That okay. When thought came, thought coming in your mind of feelings, emotions, or you're seeing this flower. You know this is flower, yeah? At the same time, do you aware that you know it's flower? No, no? But you can, no? There's a potential. Hello? We have this potential, no? Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I call this double knowing. I know. Okay, you knowing the flower is automatic. At the same time, you know I know a flower. So this extra knowing is we call, not I, we. Aware, awareing, awareing. Awareing and awareness is very different. Awareing is a verb, my English, okay? Awareness is a noun. Yes?
Mm.
So?
Something like that.
Something, okay, I'll give you this. So, chik tata hakong, rangshingi, automatic hakowa, diya hakowa. Tila awareness secreta. The whole Buddhist practice need to join with that. Awareness la, we have to hold awareness. Aware. If you're not awareing, or you're not aware of, then you're lost. There's no way we can train. The training is connected with awareness. Or aware of, I don't know. This one is hard to teach. Because language has a language law, no? And I think all of us, we sort of linked language law in our concepts.
Could you say the first knowing is kind of like an automatic knowing,
Correct?
and the awareing is a more conscious knowing?
Correct.
Okay.
Sort of,
Double it,
yeah. Okay. The second one, knowing or awareing, we have to put a little bit of effort. And people don't like to put effort. So I'm sorry. I apologize. But you have to train something, you have to put effort. So catch that awareing mind, or aware everything. You're knowing everything, not like automatic knowing, like awareing knowing. So I call.
La.
You haven't translated, yeah? No. To translate everything? Or
Ji.
I said something you didn't translate? No. Okay. I want to make.
Just an indicator.
Yeah. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So in awareness, awareing, whatever, knowing is included. In knowing is awareness might not include it. The moment of awareness included in the knowingness, then it's awareness. So I call double knowing. Normal knowing is automatic, and then extra knowing of that. Very precious to me, this one. Wow, I said, wow, how Buddha know this? Very subtle. Sometimes I like, oh, Buddha, what happened? Well, sometimes he thought very subtle things make completely sense in the simple way. That is, I think, beauty. So you see, we carry that knowing. Practice this one, sort of. Always stay on that knowing. That second knowing. Within that second knowing, then we find some openness. Within that second knowing, we know its nature, its real nature, its clarity. The fourth one. The second knowing knows or experience its own basic fabric. Fabric?
Fabric.
Huh?
Fabric.
Which is clarity. And then stay with that clarity. Know the clarity and be with that clarity. What do you want to call? Fancy name? Huh? Not yet. Just one step before. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what is lucid in English, yeah? Lucid, listen, correct. Lucid and luminous the same or not same?
Chikpamare. Chikpamare.
Okay, then maybe, okay, I'll give you the name. Shamatha without support. Is that lucid? Yeah, so it's no, yeah? So if we found that basic fabric of, okay, basic fabric of our mind, which is clarity, the relative mind. So relative mind's basic fabric, basic building block. No clarity, nothing. The uniqueness of our mind is the clarity. None of this has clarity from our point of view. Different between matter and the mind has this self-knowing clarity. Clarity, self-knowing, that's the mind. So, but most of the time we don't know. Now through this practice of awareness, second knowing knows the clarity and be with that. A little bit of effort. Shamatha without object. I don't know why I teach now this shamatha, but it happens. My topic is shamatha is afterwards. Tomorrow morning, but never mind. So when become luminosity or lucid? So one more step, that knowing, second knowing, knows the nature of clarity is empty. Empty cognizance. Empty then it becomes luminosity. Child luminosity. Path luminosity. Rigpa. Moving mind, thoughts, nyinzing lo,
Dualistic mind.
dualistic mind with the rear eye, and from there, within the rear eye, within the dualistic mind, we found awareness, and awareness aware of clarity. And sometimes Minjurumji use awareness of awareness. And the second awareness, I use clarity. Awareness of awareness. So the awareing of awareness, a wing of awareness, which is clarity. And this third, this clarity or awareness, awareness of awareness, that the noun one, not the verb one. The noun awareness can be shamatha without support, can be rigpa. Depends, is that knowingness also experience emptiness or not. And emptiness is available together with the clarity and known by second knowing, then is rigpa. Without emptiness, just clarity only is shamatha without support. Okay, good. I think we should stop here a little bit. Bathroom. How many minutes? Oh yeah, we did it. Hey, hey. Hey. So, the knowing, thinking, awareness, clarity. The ngazugi handshake nangla handshake chinging ki from the mind de awareing dire awareing aware jene shagura ta.
So amongst these four modes of the mind, knowing, thinking, awareing, and clarity, the handshake practice involves the awareing, the third one.
Awareness, aware of. So this is the hand. This hand is awareness, awareing, and aware of what? Whatever. And particularly monster. And be with that. And this awareness, very interesting thing is you can carry this awareness with you. Sort of glass. Not too tense, very light. So you know what you're doing. You know, all my teachers have this one very, very precisely, very nicely. They have. So they never lost something with them. I understand. I wish I can describe even better, but I did quite okay. Thank you. Give me a thumb up. Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, more. But I'm not saying that, aware and then giving a story one. 즉 시에네 양 찍게잘라 되거라. 되게 말해. 또 그런 시에네 대한 국제적 가르쳐 막 가르쳐 뭐 하고라 파통 파르뇽 순뇽 얘가르지. 너희 automatic 너희인데 여발라. 되게 들라 너희인데 여만 바디 양 깨자 시에 말해. critical storytelling 지금 말해. 뒤에는 maybe something wrong. then 터키랑 라 되다지 가와나 저런데 맞아 저런데 야고 말해 제 그런 맞아 that is not healthy them dia 말해 아들은 무지 그런 just aware of raw protein powder joking protein powder perceiving the raw phenomena perception experience by this Dimeva. Can you say this is very important?
This kind of awareness is not like a narrator narrating about everything. It's not walking around with a, elaboration, thinking that's just elaborating, judging and evaluating everything, like a narrator walking around with us. That's a different thing, and that's not so healthy. Oh, you're not good. This isn't good. You shouldn't do that. You should do this. This is okay. This is not okay. It's not like a voice that narrates everything. It's just an awareness that simultaneously holds the automatic knowing of the object and also knows itself somehow at the same time. But without that kind of narrating, judging, evaluating.
Understood? Good. Yeah. So easy to teach. Your understanding level very high. Do you understand? I'm joking. But this sort of, sometimes I think they use watcher. Watcher.
Watcher.
Do you think it's good language? Yeah? Observer. One hat here. Little bit, not really like. Don't know how to teach now. I think it's quite good at the beginning, but not too tight. If you become too tight, then it's become dualistic. Then later you have a problem with this. Just almost together, very light, sort of. Not like a witness, like observer. Second hat. Maybe third one might come. Ramayana. That is gore, that too much independent, like separate from the experience. Yeah, like a hungry dog. Now you'll on the shore. Like food, dog. I have a many dog. Very hungry. They want to eat everything, but they're not hungry. But they don't bother. So the hungry dog, you on sit in your own place. Ranginangi. Tenina kanga salangi hagoyawa. And then you will know very clearly about distinguish between responding and reaction. This is also for me very important. Many times we make mistake that we, from our kindness heart, we want to respond to everything, but actually, most of the time it's just reaction. Responding is quite not so much. So if you have this knowing, some kind of knowing, awareing with you, and you know, okay, this is just let it go. No need to respond. And no need to react also. So just, then you will find so much free time, free things in your head, in your experience. Because every time you boom, boom, respond, something triggered, you respond, you react, respond, react, mixed. Everything, little bit sound, just like, no. But if you say, sound come, you know, okay, never mind. The insight already there to decide you don't need to respond. Carrying that prajna, with some grounded base. I don't know how to make sense. You want to hear from him? Precise language? Or my blah blah is okay? Thank you. At the same time, I don't want you to carry hat like a awareness hat. That's a disaster. And that hat could be a very, tough hat. Then is a little bit gentle, sort of like is there, is not there, sort of. Not loud voice, but very accurate voice. And with that, then you can do chant mantra, you can meditate, you can do very, very pleasant. So, I think you understood handshake practice now, yeah? There's two kind of being. One being with whatever it is, and wait. Being also has a waiting, waiting, wait,
Reading.
waiting element. You just wait that and trust that it will open up. For new to me, new to my teaching, let me give you a short story about bridge. I will make very short. Some of you hear that already. Close your ear. Many years ago, I was in Malaysia. There's a twin tower, and me and Lama Tashi was with me at that time. So we went there. Then I want to cross the next one. There's a bridge high up there. It's partly made out of glass. Many years ago, I think, 20 years ago, maybe more. Highest building in the world at that time. Now not anymore. So I was there, and many people walking, going this building and that building. So we went elevator up there, window shop, many shopping. They want to go to next building. So we walk on that. Everyone walking, just walk. After 5-6 steps, something happened inside of me. Scared. Wow. Now you will die. If you stay one more, you will die. Of course I don't want to die. I was very young. But still I don't want to die. So I came back. What do you think? I make a good decision or no? Huh? Good decision, no? Thank you. Because in case the the bridge wasn't safe, then it saved my life going back. So then I thought, let me check. I didn't believe it completely. But I did not believe also. So I don't know. But I don't take risk. So I went back. Then I used my thinking mind. Knowing, thinking. So I think, investigate, test. What else do we have?
Analyze.
Analyze. All from thinking. Because you don't know immediately. You want to know more, you have to think. You measure, think, hold, when close by, smelt it. All the 5 senses I could do it. And then I thought, wow, so safe. Also newly built. The glass is so thick, I think. And then I thought, no problem. No reason to be afraid. Not only that, my monk, he already gone. He didn't die. So that also proves. While I'm thinking, checking, this big Sadarji couple, like Indian, both very big, this way and that way. I think husband and wife, taking honeymoon photo, I think. Looks very loving. Just married, I think. Then some Chinese look group come, 7 or 8 people taking group photo in the middle of the bridge. That shows also bridge is safe, yeah? So I have a full conviction now, no doubt, safe. So, what do you think? I start second time with the conviction. First one unknown, second one known. Yes, bridge is safe, you're not going to die. I understood in my head because I tested, analyzed, evident. So I walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another thing happened in my world, into me. Wow, so scared. Then I stood there a little bit. I don't know what to do. I don't know whom to listen. My mind says, go. My feeling says, don't go. Do you have this kind of experience in your life? Mind completely convinced, yes, you are going to be completely safe. But the feeling says, if you stay one more, you're going to die. So I really don't know whom to listen. Try a little bit. Oh, even my physical body is making noise, a little shaking. Not only the subtle body and emotions. I think we have this kind of conflict every morning, no? So what do you think? I crossed or not? Thank you. Thank you for your optimism.
Optimism.
Optimism. I stood there a little bit, but started shaking. I think I cannot cross. So I went back. In my mind, I will try third time. So I went back, then I thought, wow, what's happening? The first one has some reality that maybe bridge is not so safe. And this second one, I know it's completely safe, but still I cannot walk on. Fear. Then I knew it's not external. External bridge is safe. But now this is something inside. So I was little, looking into my life, imprints, previous. So then I remember I had this height problem. I had a lot of nightmare that I went climb mountain, somewhere mountain, little bit like this. Then I stuck here. Like don't know how if we come down. Maybe I need to cross from here like this, but I reach here. But this mountain little bit come out, and then if I cross that, I might not make it. I have that even sometime nowadays also, 1 or 2 times a year comes. You climb, you go with it. Then you see, oh, you want to come up, then it's okay. But this up hill is little coming out. So many times I walk up because of that. So something inside me, I don't know when it happened, maybe before 3, 4, or 5, I don't remember. But I had that. So I say, hello, my beautiful monster. Was activated on the height. So I know it's not from outside, but it's from inside. So then, of course, I was practicing Buddhism. So I be kind, and then I said, okay, this is not me. Me plays important role there. I. The height triggered, imprint, and belief. So I said, no, this is imprint. Be kind to imprint. Something happened in your life. We don't know where it took, might trigger it. Could be in meditation cushion, could be in the bridge, could be a smell, could be a tone of voice, could be a light, anything can happen. You're sleeping, but you woke up. Any place, anything that's uncertain. Similarly, whenever we woke up, we don't know. So, but more likely woke up is similar situation. But some I think might woke up. Many times when you suddenly meditate, suddenly you got angry. Why? Maybe if there's some external reason, then yes. If there's external reason to be angry, then it's of course. Sometimes not, just angry. So I make big deal out of that myself. Oh, I hugged almost like, oh yeah, troubled children, my own children, sort of, because they live with me, doesn't live with outside. So say hello, yeah, yeah, and I chant this mantra. Now conversation start already. You want to know exactly when the conversation start. If you have a German blood, you would like to know that. Where did conversation start? Start exactly now. So I chant this mantra. Oh, it's not me. It's not me. Om is not me. Swaha. With love, with you. Oh, it's my imprint. It's not me. Then it's what? Of course, this is normal question, no? You have to have another answer. It's my left over imprint. It's not me. With love, with compassion, with understanding. Oh, it's not me. It's left over what? Imprint. And relax a little bit. Be kind. And imprint still a little bit shaky. And you hold with love. It's not. Don't worry. It's okay. Sometimes, without any reason, they like to hear, it's okay, don't worry. Love is like that. Feeling is like that. Cognitive, why? Why I have to relax? Why is okay? Tell me. But sometimes feeling, they're not asking, they just want to hear that. You know relationship, yeah? So, not always here, no? Not always here, combination. So you relax, chant mantra, it's not me. Then it will ask another question. The cognitive will ask, what is that? Then you give answer to cognitive mind. Yes, it is leftover imprint. I call leftover residue. It's different time, different things, but it's carrying same memory sometimes. So you are suffering, we are suffering by that. And another conversation is, it is real but not true. Feels real. It is real, it's not a joke. I could not cross. I think many times people have a conflict here. Someone don't have this imprint and say, oh come on, you can do it. Don't be a joke. No? It's not a joke. Maybe it's a joke for him, not for. We all have a different imprint, different leftover inclination. No, delete that. So you sort of talk, hug and talk. Hugged by love, which means it is real. But don't give a wrong message. Don't give a wrong message. Real all the way. It's not all the way is wrong. Real, because it's not true. What the message carrying in the imprint is not true. But the activation pain and feeling fear is real. But the behind the realness message is not true because it happened somewhere else long time. This is not the case. I'm not going to die on the bridge. But because of height, fear, feels like that. So you're trying to talk, little bit conversate. But then if you're too much, then it will shrink. If you're too kind, all the way believe, then you are reinforcing. Very delicate area. Yes. No. No, 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 yes. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes means then you follow the wrong. Yeah, yeah, that you will die. Yes, yes, really. No, don't go. Don't ever go on that bridge again. So who built this bridge? Stupid guys. Now you're supporting. I think they should spend that money in school. And education. Why are these funny buildings make people scared? By making a lot of money. Ticket you have to buy to go there. So normally how we handle this kind of thing? Normally we handle suppress. Yeah. Suppress. Oh no, I don't want to go this. Just go down with the elevator and walk a little bit and go another elevator. You're already there. What? Why we cross the bridge? You know? It's one way. Another way is, yeah, but one time I want to cross, but I cannot. You call your monk and carry you. Because I... But next time, if you need to cross some other bridge, you might not find him. Another one is yourself, like, close your eyes, just go like this. That's it's not pretty. So only one is, I'm never going to come here. I will never cross this bridge. And I will advise to my friends not cross. So that means you're reifying, not willing to take little risks and change your pattern. So I did that a little bit. Took time, think a little bit, not too long, but I know, then okay. You want to hear a story now or later? The ending story. Now, yeah, because better, sometimes I forgot. And people send me email, did you cross the bridge or not? So I think from safe side, better say now. So now I know, I'm trying third time. So I know it's outside is safe, inside is in print, so you relax, you did all of that. Then you have, my subtle body is convinced now. The first one, the fact. The second one is the fact. Now, okay. Subtle body says you can go. I think you can go. Now I have to convince my physical body. Emotionally, okay. Subtle body, I feel okay. But if I shake, then not so good, no? I feel shy. One monk is shaking in the row. On the bridge. I'm joking, I don't care that. So then I slowly try to now I have two people, two cognitive mind also convinced because it's safe already. And subtle body and emotion also support me. So now I'm not sure how my physical will react. So both of emotion and the cognitive subtle body are trying to help physical. So I start to hold on the railing and then talk to my body. Don't worry. Your arm looks so strong. because my arm is very strong. Now it's melting. Some melting is good, some melting are not good. So in the monastery, my arm raise is number one. I don't know why it happened like that. It's not I did practice a lot. I think it's intrinsic. So then I say, okay. Then I touch the glass slowly, slowly. Touch and feel the solidity of glass. Message went into the body. Not like just second time, third time. And then at the same time, mind and the subtle body says, okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's a different time. This is good. I walk. Walk almost in the middle. Feels better and better. Then I let it go my halting. Then I just walk. All the way. No shaking, no. Not only all the way, come back one more time. Not only that, I went back again. So it's like decode. Decode?
Decode.
Yeah. Can do that. If you have practice, aware, understanding, practice, kindness, wait, time, willing to suffer, you'll change. You change your beautiful master. I think 85%, 80% is good enough. Consider you are healthy. Because you can do that again. Not healthy means you cannot do again. Healthy, I was like airplane transformed because I went back. Same kind of road, same time, same kind of airplane. Okay. Little bit fear, but it's not like I cannot do it. So you have to chant conversation. There's 2 mantra. You remember 2 mantra? Which one? It's not me, Soha, and it's real, but not true. So you have a lot of time to practice dropping, being, and within the being, then one strong one come. Then you hello, smile, give hug, be with that. If transform, no problem. Then just stay there with the clarity, openness. Just stay. Then another thought, another something happen. Even if the thought could be, or emotion, or imprint. Then just look at and relax. If you can do that, wow, you will never escape from anything. Of course, big danger things is different. If you stay in your tent, mountain lion came. Mountain lion. Mountain lion came. What do? It is real but not true. Handshake the fear. It's real but not true. No, it's real and true. So at the beginning I mentioned
Discriminating awareness.
discriminating awareness is important. So you all along practice discriminating wisdom need to come along here and there to see. Is external trigger or is internal trigger? Many times external trigger is like a what do you call? Shimilakare.
Cat.
Cat. But the cat triggered internal tiger and you're scared of cat. Then you need to know, oh my love cat. It's not, but then the big tiger here, mountain lion or whatever here. Then you have to kind to that also and decode without reacting. Handshake the reaction, handshake the emotion, slowly, slowly. And then one day, of course, tomorrow I'll talk about emptiness, egolessness. And then one day you find Dzogchen, combination, handshake, shamatha with support, without support, analytical meditation, a little bit about emptiness, and then unfindable non-meditation state, just rest with that. Embrace everything, not only the monster. Embrace all the karmic imprints, not only a learned habitual imprints. This one is we are embracing, transforming the learned habitual pattern, and tomorrow we are trying to host everything, all perceptions. Monster is one part of the imprint. No, nawa,
Perception, experience.
a little bit distorted one. That nature is also emptiness. So when you capture the openness or empty royal seat, or the groundedness, then everything self-liberates. Wow. At that time, this special compassion comes because of taste of free and bittersweet moment. In essence, love start to expression love. Sweet, but at the same time bitter. Bitter, but at the same time there's some sweet. You can write songs about that. You write a lot of songs about the sun or sunset. What do you call? Huh? About sunset, there's special feeling gives, no? What do you call? Poignant. The poignant moment. You have a question, no? Yeah. Ask the related question, which is fresh one. Other mind goes somewhere else, cognitive.
So, what about, say, deep karmic imprint that comes wounding or prior lifetime, where I've gone through that process again and again and again of handshake, walk over the bridge, and it still comes up.
Yeah, comes up,
as
yes.
anxiety, and do you just 100,000 times is like, does it shift at a certain point, or is
Shift
that
or
just
shift?
shift? Both.
It shifts. It will shift. It will shift.
But it might take a.
No, coming might not shift. Continue shift. Boom will come. You have scarp already. That will shift until one day you become rainbow body. Or moment of dying. Until that, the scar will be there. But it's okay. Well, who cares? But continuing one duration, that will have a lot of shift. Come, then okay. I still scare in airplane. Like this. Just really nice magazine. All like, wow, so interesting things. Plug, new plug, oh yeah. Suddenly, oh, then I understand. I know why. Then they move half an hour, no problem. I don't link with my fear with bumpy. But it triggers first one.
So some of what you're describing is first one or second one or third one, but when you've been practicing for a while, it sounds like there's a possible shifting.
In duration. In identification also, in duration. First, unconsciously, boom, come, then but no power anymore. But many people are a little fussy, I'm not talking about you, but through practice, they don't want the first one also. And then they think, oh no, it's nothing happened. No, I went to many therapy, still I have that. I went to many meditation, still I have that. Oh, I don't want at all the first one. Until that I'm not healed. You make yourself another tight. No, the first one let it come. So make it easy. Let it come, who cares? It's fun. You make fun about that in the compassionate way. If you oh no, then you reify. Whenever we do reify it, what do you call? It becomes solid and reinforce. Even the scar become bigger. Scar?
Scar.
Scar. Humor is important. Essence of love. Important. Very, very important. The healthy humor, I think, is like a nectar. That humor comes connect with the bindu. That humor is connected with, I'm okay. Humor, with something, then you become humor. And the something is not reliable. Because everything is changeable. Yeah. Too long, no? No? You don't have compassion? No, joking. Related? Yeah.
I have a question about something you said yesterday about hope. You said there's two kinds. There's the kind that we should avoid, the hope and fear syndrome,
Right.
or you could call it the hope and despair syndrome.
Right.
But there's a different hope.
Right.
And I would like to understand more about that.
That hope, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hope, I call it healthy hope. The bena, ngazo gom jab, ngazo lobjon che, ngazo exercise che, ngazo kalaya bosa, ngazo healthy, physical healthy yung re. Physical healthy yung na, ano nga, Nepali la to chok re. Nga physical healthy yung na nga, 3 months nga retreat dena digre. There's a hope. There's a modern science, a lot of good stuff coming out about health. I'm going to look for that. I'm going to Google longevity. Longevity, what do you call? Longevitism. Why not? We can fly in the moon. Why not? A lot of things. Why we neglect? If this can, yes, why not? Wow, there's a hope in the science. And then, did I say into it? No.
Kashi.
Now you say everything in English. Give a good package.
Healthy kind of hope is like, if I eat well and exercise and do my meditation and do everything right, then I'll have energy. I'll feel good. I'll be able to go to Nepal. I'll be able to do a 3-month retreat. And modern science has, new techniques are coming out. I'm gonna learn about them. I'm gonna try it. That sort of attitude.
And if I practice more, there's infinitive love, infinitive compassion, not depend on the sensory happiness, but internal happiness. And this happiness has not non-violence happiness, helping kind of happiness, compassionate happiness, win-win happiness. Wow, there's a hope. So good hope. Time to time we have to have that. Inspiration is a hope, no? Giving inspiration to someone, and someone will create hope inside. Inspired. Oh yes, yes. The science zumare, the longevity chitu mare, kala karisana tigre, the lere, shinyuma shigre, mashina mashire.
Otherwise, it's like, science, what do they know? Longevity is just a farce. Doesn't matter what I eat. It's all karma. I'm going to die anyway.
Yeah. I think I saw His Holiness Dalai Lama has a lot of hope. But that does not mean he's like a fantasizing. Fantasize, no. He's scold. This and that, right, wrong, he know. But he has a hope and keep going. Wow, he's 84. Still moving. I don't know when I reach 84 or not. If I reach 84, I will retire nicely. With a 2-3 remote control. But you still wake up, exercise, still like talk, same talk, again and again and again. Oh, I hear that 10, 20, 100 times already, but he's still enthusiasm. In his mind, it's not old at all. That's the thing. If you try to repeat same thing, that means all already no hope. But he's still excited about that. The hope of 3 or 4 commitments of his doing is still relevant. He's still doing that. So it's a positive hope. Even my grandfather, he's not an aggressive person, but he has a lot of hope. He lived 99 years old. He died 2 years ago. He always chant mantra, always say good thing, always praying, always walking, always like full of like it's kind of joy, but not like a conditioned kind of joy. Like I need to happy. No, it's just radiance, give. But then I see some other, no, I don't think so. It's too difficult. It will not happen. No use to do that. Okay, let it go. Don't do that. So bad. Don't do. You will not succeed. See, all these small poisons. No use, try, no use. You will not succeed. You will not benefit. Now it's dark time, gone. Then become more dark.
When we're meeting beautiful monsters,
Right.
why is this a second knowing and not the first knowing?
가르치는 이 automatic knowing, 마이마 가르치는 awareness 배치한 거래.
아니,
아니 handshake 값.
first knowing 가서 요래. 딱 봐 요래디. 되게 냠내라 랩투요 말해. practice라 티투요 말해. first knowing the current knowing till 냠낸 제야라 조치요 말해. 되니 first knowing second knowing 레온데 다 아니 셔랍도 용용도 그래. 아니 예와 용도 그래. 아니 liberation 용도 그래. 돌와 용도 그래. 때마다 꼭 가래라 받들라 이치제잖아. 갑라는 갑라 이치제. 가요라는 가요리지. 시당이나 시당 같은 말에. 몬스터는 몬스터 된 말에. 그 몬스터 롤로 샤 몬스터 근데도 차상지 하고 야기 셔랍디 수도 셔랍디 레알라 고갑 중아요레스.
It's because the first kind of knowing is automatic and there's no real reflectiveness or wisdom inside of it. It just believes everything at face value. This is a cup, this is paper, this is anger, anger is real. There's no space of reflectiveness or wisdom that comes in. The second kind of knowing is reflecting on the whole situation, and there's a possibility for wisdom to come in.
The second one has a pause. Pause.
Pause.
No, not this
No,
one.
pause. Pause.
Oh. Yeah. There are pause. Yeah.
I have a question related to that. When you first spoke of the awareness kind of knowing,
Right.
you mentioned that it was kind of difficult to develop or to
Difficult to express.
come by. And maybe I'm wrong about that. But then when we see our beautiful monster, simply meeting it and being with it didn't seem difficult if we were willing.
Right.
So I wondered about that.
When I say it's difficult, it's a very subtle. Once you know, you put effort, it's not difficult. But subtle to capture. Yeah, very subtle to capture, a little bit subtle. We always misunderstood between knowing and mindfulness. It has some element of mindfulness in there, but mindfulness is to remember. You lost, you remember. And then, after that, there is like what she said, like some insight and pause. And then, like I mentioned, we go with that. Not like a second head, but some kind of you know yourself, you know other. But things are moving, you're going together. Not loud voice. But knowing doesn't have that. Oh, okay, oh, color, oh, yeah, oh, I don't know. Oh, I know, oh, yellow, yeah, what is that? Self-knowing is not there. It knows other, not self. So, this knowing, second knowing it knows other and self. That's what I call double mirror. Double mirror. This one, not this. You know this, you know this. When you're really angry at time, you sort of know you're angry, but you're not aware of your anger. The moment you're aware of anger, actually it stops. Very powerful. That's why I feel, wow, how Buddha says nicely. 29. Suna deye namje zebani tome nyebe dana manje yega nachi bala dubari siben sole roa show.
By this merit, the omniscience beauty, and kleshas be conquered from the ocean of samsara with its stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. May all sentient beings be free.
Changju semcho rinpoche maye vana geyurche Yeva nyamba me bariyam kone
precious bodhicitta arise where it has not arisen, and where it has arisen, may it not diminish, but increase further and further.
Thank you. Are you practicing? Yeah. Please do. Everything uncomfortable, don't want to do it, lazy, handshake. Stay there, see what is inside there. It's almost just feel energy. You really stay, you will know, oh, it's kind of energy. Not like what it appears to you. The problem is what it is and what it appears. We cling on what it appears. So you have a guts to suffer, stay in what it is. Once you have confidence, oh, it's like that, it appears like that, it also like that. Wow, it helps a lot. Two come together. Then you're able to dance, celebrate. Humor comes.